2 little children, a quiet home in rural Nova Scotia, and then nothing, no screams, no break-in, no evidence, just 2 siblings, gone. This is the chilling case of Lilly and Jack Sullivan, a mystery that shocked Canada, left a community devastated, and raised more questions than answers. What really happened on May 2nd, 2025? How can 2 kids vanish from their own home in broad daylight and leave no trace behind? Let's rewind everything and look at the full story. Lilly Sullivan, just 6 years old, and her younger brother Jack, age 4, lived in a quiet home in Lansdowne Station, a small rural community in Pictou County, Nova Scotia. They lived with their mother, their stepfather, and their 1-year-old baby sister. From the outside, it seemed like a peaceful family life. They had a yard, a garden, and were surrounded by forest and farmland. The kind of place where neighbors wave hello and doors are left unlocked. May the 2nd, 2025, started like any other day. The kids were awake early, and by 9:45 a.m., they were playing in the kitchen. Their mom and stepdad were just in the next room. Everything seemed normal, until it wasn't. At some point, between 9:45 and 10 a.m., Lilly and Jack vanished. The back door of the house was a sliding glass door, quiet when opened, not likely to alert someone in the next room. When their mum came to check on them, they were simply gone. The family searched the house and yard frantically. Nothing. That's when they called the police, and within hours, a massive search began. The Royal Canadian Mounted Police, RCMP, responded immediately. They treated the situation as an urgent missing persons case. At first, the theory was that the children had wandered off into the woods behind the house, so search teams began combing the area. What followed was one of the largest search operations in recent Nova Scotia history. Over 160 trained volunteers joined RCMP officers. They used K9 units, drones with thermal cameras, helicopters, and all-terrain vehicles. They searched 4 square kilometers of dense forest, swamps, rivers, and trails. Every stream was checked, every trail marked, every footprint tracked, but despite all of this effort, there was no sign of Lilly or Jack. No footprints, no clothing, no dropped toy, nothing. The family's home was searched top to bottom. There were no signs of forced entry, no security footage, no witnesses. On the 6th day, the RCMP made a heartbreaking announcement. They were scaling back the search. The children had not been found, and they believed it was unlikely they were still in the area. Some people believe the children may have drowned in a nearby brook or wandered deeper into the woods. But search teams had already covered every waterway and surrounding area multiple times. Others, including their stepfather, Daniel Martel, believe they were abducted. Daniel said he believes someone took them. He offered his phone to police, gave interviews, and passed background checks. He was never named a suspect, but he also expressed frustration that there was no Amber Alert issued when the kids vanished. That became a huge point of discussion in Canada. Why wasn't an Amber Alert sent out? Officials said it didn't meet the criteria. There was no confirmed abduction, no suspect, and no vehicle description. But critics, including Indigenous leaders, say the system failed these children. Lilly and Jack are members of the Sipeknekatik First Nation. Their community came out in force, held vigils, and demanded answers. Chief Michelle Glasgow publicly questioned the RCMP's decisions, especially the lack of an Amber Alert. "We're not asking for special treatment," she said. "We're asking for the same urgency you'd give anyone else." This sparked a larger conversation across Canada about how missing Indigenous children are treated, and whether the system truly protects all families equally. But for the Sullivan family and the small town of Lansdowne Station, life has never gone back to normal. The silence that followed the search still lingers, and the heartbreak grows heavier with every day that passes. If you know anything, no matter how small, about what happened to Lilly and Jack Sullivan, please contact the RCMP or Crime Stoppers. Tips can remain anonymous, because even one detail could bring these children home. If you found this case as haunting as we did, please subscribe and hit the bell for more deep dives into real-life mysteries. Drop your thoughts in the comments. What do you think happened to Lilly and Jack? Until next time, stay safe, stay curious, and remember, sometimes the scariest stories are the ones that are true.